Hi, this is Professor Charles Jeffries at Green River and Seattle Central Colleges, and this segment is I'm going to talk about major theories of personality. Major theories of personality: trait, psychoanalytic, learning, and humanistic, sometimes referred to as phenomenological. Trait approach, the basic assumption is that everybody has certain unique personality characteristics. And the goal of trait approach is let's seek what those personality characteristics are. The contribution of trait approach are tests, particularly personality tests. Okay, we talked about tests in an earlier segment. We talked about methods of research. Next theoretical approach to personality is psychoanalytic, sometimes referred to as psychodynamic. Freud. Okay, Sigmund Freud. And the contribution of psychoanalytic approach is counseling, psychotherapy, counseling. Basic assumption is of psychoanalytic approach is that your childhood experiences set you up for who you are to a certain extent as an adult. Childhood trauma is where you have a nurturing mother, a primary caregiver, a cold, unresponsive primary caregiver. Certain issues that come up throughout your life, traumas, points come up in your life, influence you, or certain good things. All these are part of who you are. Also, psychoanalytic approach looks at unconscious. People do things without being aware of them. And so psychoanalytic approach is going to say trait approach, personality tests are a waste of time because people lie. Most people don't even know themselves. Learning approach. Operant classical conditioning, Watson, Pavlov. One of the things that makes learning approach unique is most of the researchers in learning approach and basic principles start out with animals. So rewarding and punishing. Animals do things. If you reward them, they'll do them more. If you punish them, a lot of times they'll do them less. Okay, socialization. So learning approach works really well with explaining socialization. Children are rewarded for socially acceptable behaviors, punished or ignored for unacceptable behaviors. Children are rewarded for acceptable behaviors and punished and ignored for unacceptable behaviors. A learning approach. And the last approach, or fourth approach, not necessarily the least, is phenomenological, sometimes referred to as humanistic. People are basically good. Humanistic approach came out as a protest from your psychoanalytic and to a certain extent learning approach. Okay, a lot of your people in humanistic approach started out as psychotherapists, came to the psychoanalytic approach, and felt that psychoanalytic approach is too pessimistic. So the assumption of the phenomenological humanistic approach is that people are basically good. People are basically good. They don't become messed up or dysfunctional unless their goals blocked or something's not happening in their lives. Also, the assumption is you have control over your own destiny. You have control over your own destiny. Whereas psychoanalytic, you're to a certain extent, your instincts that in unconscious conflict and just basically gets you through. And so people oftentimes go through automatic pilot and don't know why they do things. Where phenomenological or humanistic approach is saying, no, you control your own destiny. Yeah, your past is gone, your future's not here yet, and all you have is today. So today is the most important day of your life. Contribution of humanistic approach are encounter groups, self-improvement workshops. S was popular during that time period. Forums, other institutions, people get together and basically had to go into groups. AA, your type of AA to a certain extent is a type of encounter group, which possibly got some of these techniques from your humanistic approach. But yeah, in terms of group therapy in general, those are one of the greatest contributions. And also it's an optimistic approach. Anyway, so let's go back. Let's start talking each of them in a little bit more detail. Trait approach. The basic assumption is we all have these unique personality characteristics, and the way to sort them out is let's get a test, figure out some way to figure these unique personality characteristics out. Trait approach, you can't really say is a formal founder. Some people want to try to say Galton was. And a way you can, in the sense that he was the one who started using the bell curve and statistics in psychology and social sciences in general. But not really. Other people say Gordon Allport was one of the main founders of trait approach, but not really, because your trait approach been going on for eons. What's your sign? Are you a Libra or a Scorpio or a Gemini? That's a trait approach. Are you born either the dragon or the tiger or the rat? That's a trait approach. Or is it something that's these everybody has certain unique personality characteristics. And one way to seek them out is to have different types of tests. Next, I want to talk about psychoanalytic approach.